I don't have a whole lot of extra money to spend on something like headphones, and I'm always really reluctant to spend some money on some of those more expensive headphones because every extra penny that I have tends to go towards shoes. But hi everybody and welcome to today's video. My name is Matt and this is What Matters to Matt. And on today's video, we're going to be talking all about the Engine 4 headphones from Soundpeats. Now, to get a disclaimer out of the way right off the bat, this was a set of headphones that Soundpeats sent to me. However, they are not telling me what to say in this video. I'm not making any money off this video, and they are not getting a chance to review this video before I put this out on YouTube. And also, if you are interested in these headphones after you finish watching this video and you subscribe to my channel and you hit that like button and you put a comment in the comment section down below after all that, if you are still considering buying these headphones, I'll put a link to it in the description down below. It's not an affiliate link, but it does give you the opportunity to save a little bit extra money on the Soundpeats Engine 4. Let's get into it. So Soundpeats may or may not be a company that you've ever heard of before, but I have had them on my channel before. I did a review a little while ago, not that long ago, of the Run Free Light headphones by Soundpeats, and I really like these headphones. I have them right here. These are specific to running, and the thing I like about these, this isn't a review on these. If you want to check out my review, I'll put a link up there, but the thing I like about these headphones is that, one, handy spot to put them if you're not actually listening to anything, but also the fact that when they're on your ears, it does leave your ear open, so it's not noise canceling in any way, but you're able to use them when you're out on your run, when you're chatting with people, when I go for a run with my daughter, so you're able to hear things, you're able to hear cars for safety reasons. But when I reviewed these, I mentioned in that video that one thing that I'm not a big fan of is using these in the gym, and that's they're good quality headphones, but for a couple of different reasons. One was that this back band that's on a lot of these headphones that sit in front of your ear, when you're on a bench and you're working out, that can kind of get in the way and feel a little bit uncomfortable. And also the fact that I want noise canceling headphones in the gym. I don't want to talk to anybody. I actually work at the gym that I work out at, so when I'm there and I'm working out, I want to let people know that I don't want to talk. I'm there to get my workout out of the way. So when I mentioned that in that other video, Soundpeats reached out to me and said, look, we've got a new product that we're going to release in a couple of months, and we'd like for you to review that. We think you're going to like that, and that is why they sent me the Soundpeats Engine 4. I'll get into them, spoiler alert right off the bat. Quality is great on these, but we're going to get into my likes of these, we're going to get into what it comes with in the box, and we're going to get into maybe just one or two dislikes or things I might want to improve in the future. All right, so very briefly, what do you actually get in the box when you get these Soundpeats Engine 4s? Well, you get the headphones themselves, you get the charging case, you get a small USB-C cable. There's no charging block, but we've got plenty of things these days that we can plug these into, so I'm not really worried about that. You also get 3 different size tips to actually put on the end of these. These are rubber tips. There's a small, medium, large. So you can just try different ones and see which ones fit in your ear the best. I tend to like the large ones. They just jam them in there so that they fit really nice and well. We'll get into that in a minute when I talk about my likes and dislikes. But that's basically it. Pretty simple. And you get a little bit of a user manual. Now, the user manual is useful, but me, again, that's something that's just paper that I usually throw away because I'm looking that up online anyways if I have any questions about the product. And we'll get into that in a sec. But that's basically it. Pretty standard stuff when it comes to what's in the box. So before we get into my likes and dislikes on these headphones, I figured I'd go over some of the specs, but to give it a little bit of a disclaimer out there, I am no sort of a techie when it comes to audio devices. So I'm just going to put these specs up on the screen. I'll read them out to you. Some of you might get some benefit out of this. For me, mostly it comes down to sound quality, quality of the product, battery life, things like that. But here are the specs. So high-res audio wireless provides 20 Hz to 40 Hz for wider sound, 6mm and 10mm dual dynamic drivers for stereo audio field, Bluetooth 5.3 and seamless dual device connection, 12.5 hours single listening time, and 43 hours total with the case, 70 millisecond low latency gaming experience, and adaptive EQ by Soundpeats app control. So let's get into my like number 1 on these, and it actually is the sound quality. And the reason why I bring that up is number one is obviously because they sound really, really good, regardless of whether you're listening to some sort of an audiobook or a podcast, or you're listening to music. I'm kind of old school in the gym, which is where I'm going to be wearing these most. I listen to a lot of M from back in the day, so that really gets me going. And so I like listening to these headphones. They're really, really good quality. The reason why that's number one for me, obvious, sound is number one when it comes to headphones, but also when you have a set of headphones that's as affordable as these Soundpeats are, sometimes you question whether you're going to get the quality out of them in terms of the sound versus some of the other more expensive headphones out there. And I was pleasantly surprised. These are a good quality product that I would put up against any more expensive headphones out there on the market. And the number two thing that I like about these headphones is actually the battery life. Now, I think I might have listed earlier on in the specs that the battery life on these is something like 12 and a half hours on a single charge. And then you get 43 hours out of this case. Now, I haven't actually run these down completely to nothing, but I can tell you that I've used them pretty much for an entire week to go on a couple of runs, to go do a few lifting sessions in the gym, and they've held up like a champ. And there's a couple of different indicators, like light on the bottom to tell you how much is left in the case, a light in here to tell you how much battery life you have left in the headphones, and also in the app that we'll talk about in a sec in terms of other things I like. But the app's also going to give you just what percentage battery life you have left on the headphones as well. So lots of opportunities to see whether you need to charge the headphones or not. You're also getting a prompt in your ear when the batteries are low. But I haven't run into any problems with battery life in these. So number two is definitely just how long those batteries actually last. And the third thing that I really like about these headphones is actually the app, the Soundpeats app. Now, I've used this app in the past with the Run Free Lite, but you can also use this with these headphones. And what you're able to do within the app is there are a number of different presets if you want to adjust the different levels of the headphones, whether you want bass boost or bass reduction or electronic or classical, fashionable, rock and roll, folk, or treble enhancement. You can also go in and custom equalizers, so you can play around with it all you want. And also you're able to go in and turn this switch on that's called game mode. What that basically does is it reduces, I don't know the exact amount, it's in the specs, but it reduces the latency down to almost nothing. And for me, when I'm watching a video, YouTube, movie, Netflix, something like that, having the latency down to almost nothing means that you don't get that sort of little bit of a delay that you get with some Bluetooth headphones where their mouths are moving and then there's a quarter second before the sound actually gets to you. Game mode takes care of that. So big fan of the app, and it works really well, and it gives you lots of opportunities to customize exactly what you want out of these headphones. And number four, when it comes to like, is actually just the quality. I mentioned this earlier when it comes to sound, but just the quality of the product in general. It's a really solid little case. They're really solid headphones. They're nice and light, but they feel really nice and comfortable, good in the ear, and something that I wasn't really expecting out of, again, such an affordable set of headphones. And number five is obviously the price. When you compare these to some other headphones that I would say are of similar quality when it comes to sound and the app and just how good they feel in the ear, these are priced really, really well. I was a little bit skeptical at first, but once I got these in hand, in my ears, and I started listening to them, they're worth every penny. They're worth so much more than they're trying to charge for them. Again, if you click on the link down below, you're going to get a little bit of a discount there off them as well. But the quality of these, I don't have a whole lot of extra money to spend on something like headphones, and I'm always really reluctant to spend some money on some of those more expensive headphones because every extra penny that I have tends to go towards shoes. But in this case, every single penny that you spend on these Soundpeats is well worth it. All right, so do I have any dislikes with these? There's got to be something that I can nitpick about these that aren't really, really good. But at the end of the day, these are really good headphones. I know I keep saying that, but I was surprised by the quality of these. But if I was going to nitpick a couple of different things that I might want to change in the future if I was to get these again, one is these ear tips. You get 3 different options. You get small, medium, and large. But for me, another set of headphones that I had previously, they came with some foam ends, and this is just kind of personal preference. And what I liked about the foam ends was that when I put those tips on, I was able to really jam them into my ear. They did get a little bit dirty, a little bit faster, but I did like those a little bit better. I felt that they held in my ear a little bit more, and I felt for some reason noise canceling was just a slight bit better when I had that kind of a tip, and it felt just a little bit more customizable in terms of how it fit into my ear. So Foam tips, really being nitpicky here, but I'm trying to think of just things that I don't like about these, and it's hard. Number 2 for me, and probably what would make these headphones absolutely perfect, is again, it's based on style. And if you go into the Soundpeats website, or if you go into the app that I have on my phone, they do have another pair that do exactly this. But I kind of like those headphones that have the little bit of a loop that goes just around your ear, the little bit of a hook, because I feel like they always feel a little bit more solid in my ear when I'm wearing them. Not that these have even fallen out even once. Even when I went on a trail run, I think it was a 25-kilometer trail run in these, and they held in perfectly fine, but they just feel a little bit more secure with one of those hooks. That's just a personal preference. That's not even a dig on these. Again, Soundpeats, if you go into the app or you go on their website, you're able to find a pair, a different style of headphones from Soundpeats that do exactly that. And also, to be fair, if I'm wearing glasses or if I'm wearing sunglasses, having that hook is a little bit irritating because the glasses are also trying to fit behind your ear. So again, it's me just trying to be nitpicky. If I was thinking about the perfect gym headphones for me, I kind of like the ones with a little bit of a hook. That's not a knock on these, just personal preference when it comes to gym headphones. So those are some of my likes and some of my dislikes with these headphones. Now, one of the things I didn't bring up, because I think Soundpeats does it actually pretty well, and a lot of companies are doing this pretty well now, in terms of how you actually operate these headphones, there's a lot of taps. 1 tap to increase the volume with the right, 1 tap to increase the volume with the left, 2 taps if you want to skip, if you want to pick up a call, all the standard ways that you'd actually operate a set of earbuds like these. And I think Soundpeats doesn't try to make it overly complicated. They just go with sort of what the I don't know if it's the industry standard is, but there's sort of a standard way. So I really didn't have to look at the manual much at all. I was able to just put these in and go. Connected really quickly to my phone, connected really quickly to my iPad, connected really quickly to my TV, connected really quickly to my laptop. Pretty seamless. So again, maybe another in the win column for these headphones. But overall, I've been really happy with these. I'm going to continue to use them. I'm going to continue to use the Rent-Free Lite by Soundpeats. I'll probably put the link for both of them in the description down below, whichever pair you want to pick up, or you want to pick up them both because they are that affordable. That's all I have to say about these headphones, guys. Soundpeats, thank you for sending them to me. They're really good. I was really impressed with the quality of these, the sound quality that I was getting out of these, given that price. But that's all I have to say about these. My name is Matt. This has been What Matters to Matt, and ultimately, what matters to me most is my family. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be